Hello guys, we are live, we have a match. Sadly no pulse. I do have a pulse, but we don't have a pulse match. I think pulse is broken. I haven't been active the last couple of weeks because I was on holiday. But yeah, I didn't find a match on pulse, but that doesn't really matter too much. I mean, a game is a game. We have a game against Emperor Ender, who is very high level, so hopefully this will be a good game. And as I said, I haven't played in a while, or not Super Blitz at least, so getting into it easy without pulls, maybe not the worst idea. So let's take a look at the leaders and wonders. Pyramids Acropolis, Hammurabi, I saw that, Universitas, we have Bach, Shakespeare, Suez. He takes Engineering Genius, oh we get Hammurabi and Acropolis. So, yeah. Hammurabi and Acropolis. So what else did we have? I mean, we have Bach and Shakespeare, so could go for a lot of culture. We have the Suez Canal. Not that many colony leaders. I guess Eleanor counts a little bit. Hammurabi is basically an anti-colony leader because you don't draw H1 cards that often. So I'm not that likely to draw those colonies. Pierre, Sia, Bill Gates. Alright. Ooh, aggressive start by him. I am a little bit afraid. At least we have the extra strength from Acropolis at some point. So we'll do this. I grab an urban growth. I guess rich land. Let's try this. And then we actually do draw a colony card. It is an anti-colony leader. But yeah. Also, I mean, him, of course, going for Sun Tzu, who draws a lot of cards, and having the Colossus, probably not the best idea for us to go for colonies. So I will not be pushing the strategic next turn. You've got development of settlement, so one extra population. There's an iron. Okay. Ooh. Double HA wonders. Love to see it. And dangerous for us now here. I mean, it's very likely that he's drawn a tactic. So should I really do something like this? This feels bad. I really want to do this. I want to grab the iron. Actually, there's not that much to do. Maybe I should push. Maybe that can help me. No, it's a bad idea. I will do it. Civil life can raise the population for me. Actually, doesn't really help me at all. No, it doesn't help at all. Get an iron. I guess I could do something like going for an extra farm. With frugality. It's not like I love this. No, not at all. I even draw a defend card. If I hadn't pushed and I'd drawn the defend card, I would have been able to defend. Now, sadly not so much. And we don't even actually get to see if he tries the aggression. If he tries it, he will win automatically, because I can't possibly defend with just one card. So him not pushing probably means he did go for the aggression. So let's see which one it will be. The raid. Okay, so we lose our thing. No, we can't actually even go for the iron. Yeah, the rich land is great. I can start building on the Acropolis. That's good. I guess I can just go for printing press, even though my hand is full. That is a problem, the full hand. Could go for Nostradamus, but it's like I can defend next turn, so I don't think I need that. Could just grab an urban growth. Yeah, maybe this. And sure, I don't use the extra military action as a civil action, but I still use it as a military action, so it's not a complete waste. And then next turn I can think about Saladin or Nostradamus. And we can actually defend here. Yeah, that's quite important. Being able to defend. Not he could have stolen our iron. Go for iron this turn. That would have been a very good turn for him. So luckily we did have that one defend card. Okay, he builds on the pyramids, patriotism, irrigation, reserves. Loading up on a lot of cards, giving us Nostradamus on 1. So I think I will go for the iron. I can upgrade twice. And then maybe even just go for Nostradamus. He's still dangerous. He still has Sun Tzu and Colossus. So I should try to be defensive. Take away the knights, go for Nostradamus. It's not an ideal setup. Instead of the second upgrade, I could build a lab. Maybe that's more important. Using my population here to build a lab, then go for Nostradamus. And then I have corruption. Okay. Could not use the rich land, so I don't use the rich land. I build this, go for Nostradamus, grab the knights. Solve that little puzzle, and then next turn I get to upgrade twice again. Okay, knowledge of the ancients is very good that I have drawn that. He would get a lot from this. He has 2 HA wonders. Okay, he plays Call to Arms. We get to see that. Development of Science. Okay. So he kind of missed the boat on a new leader just now. There's only... Oh, actually there's only Leonardo left. He's on 2 civil actions. He has a full hand. And I guess there's still alchemies. 1 at least. So he could still go for Leonardo, but at the moment it's not looking like that will be easy this turn. Okay, shows a new tactic. And no H1 wonder for H1 leader from him at all. And yeah, with him going for the tactic, going up to 6 strength, I'm very happy that I have Nostradamus. That I did go for him. So let us think, if I don't take any cards, I still get to finish the Acropolis next turn. I could also finish it this turn. I don't think I want theocracy here. Maybe just this. I mean, if I don't take any card, there's still only going to be 5 cards left. So if he just takes 2 cards, he can end the age. Yeah, so I should finish the Acropolis here. Okay, good tactic. Migration not that easy to use. Yeah, happy faces. We will have to worry about that at some point. Because Acropolis is a good combo. Why didn't I get it? I felt like it's relatively late, so I like Theocracy in the beginning of H1. It can really help you there, but we're almost into H2, so I felt like it's an investment that's not gonna turn out that great. And I don't have any extra civil actions, so with Theocracy you stay on 4 civil actions, and I can't stay for 2 civil actions for too long, so I would need the justice system or a new H2 government. And then yeah, if I want to go for an H2 government anyway, the late Theocracy doesn't really give me so much for so long. But in general, I agree that Theocracy is great. The Acropolis, especially early on, and especially if you have extra civil actions like pyramids or the Code of Laws or even Saladin. Just that it was a little bit late here. Yeah, I mean, I probably couldn't have gone for it last turn. Maybe I could have gone for it last turn and get out of corruption. I'm not sure. But yeah, felt it a little bit late. He's also playing Crusades. Okay, so a territory and 2 strength events and 1 we don't know. It gives happiness. Yeah, it does give quite a lot. Accuracy is very versatile. It gives you a lot of different things, but no civil actions. So just for the 1 happy face. I mean, yeah, sure. I personally like the accuracy a lot. Because in this case, it didn't really feel like it would have really made the last turn difficult. Not provide that much. And just a little bit too late. I'd rather try to go for H2 governments. Okay, so we get the rocks here. I can go for knights. You can say it's too OP, but don't take it. It's also weird. I think you're very not super alone, but I don't think that many people would say Theocracy is OP. It's good for H1, but after that it falls off, and sometimes it can be hard to transition later on. So I like it, but I don't think it's too strong necessarily. Okay, so happy faces will be an issue. Would have been great to have the Theocracy for that part. I kind of also... I mean, he loses the 1 strength from Sun Tzu when the age is over, but of course he gains it from the upgraded fighting band. Upgrade here, I can grab a breakthrough. Guess I could also just push immigration. I will just try to push it. Let's see what happens. Nothing good happens. Okay, so there were even more bad events. And maybe that was stupid. I hoped something would help me because I didn't like the turn. Sadly, nothing good came of it. This actually gives us a lot of problems. At least next turn we can increase population again. So now we're not weak anymore. Yeah, I should have just not pushed. I mean, it hurts when you don't push when you have Nostradamus. This did give us 4 culture, which is not nothing. There's a team sports. Team sports could be really good. There is Pierre. And of course we did put in the immigration. But of course we can't go for team sports next turn because of science. It can just increase population to get out of this weird situation. So team sports is actually really important for us, so let's hope he doesn't deny it, but that would be expensive for him. Even though he does have 6 selections, so with the pyramids and the Code of Laws, that is looking good for him. But for him this turn, I guess there's also not that much to do. He can't go for the iron. He can only grab 2 cards. He can upgrade. I guess he has rich land. He can just upgrade the second irrigation. He can, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely possible for him to deny it. I mean, there's 2 organized religions, which could come out later and solve our happy faces. But yeah, you could definitely argue for stealing their team sports. At least we have information. At least we know there's no rebellion. Rebellion could really screw us over. If we lost 6 election, I mean, we can't even lose 6, just 4. But he's thinking very long about this turn. It's first in H2. In H2, you sometimes... I mean, it's not as bad as in H3, but you definitely need your reserve time sometimes. So next time we have to think if we want to push. Depends a little bit on what he does, but Call of Arms obviously is very good for us. He could get stronger, but it's not that easy to see how. So I could just say, okay, we push the knowledge. Sure, he gets a lot more from this, but we get 4 culture for pushing. And we have a good chance to get Crusades or Call to Arms. Did he play or something? Is there... No? Sometimes, there used to be some problems sometimes, but that has usually been fixed a long time ago. It looks like now he did play. So Engineering Genius. What? Nah. You don't want to do that, I think. Destroying a mine to get stronger by building 2 warriors. Not a fan, to be honest. Guess then I probably don't want to push. And get the team sports. Go for that next turn, and then I guess I could still grab the swordsman. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So strategy stays on 2. He kind of has to grab that. Wants to go for iron. Yeah, having swordsman is okay here. But yeah, really weird turn maybe, especially because big one is out on certain borders. If that was still in, okay, I can understand it. But just for the Call to Arms and Crusades, these are not that big of swingy cards. You would justify to destroy a mine to build the warrior. So he's not even pushing now. I mean, that's very weird then if you... I mean, he did spend all of his MAs last turn. Yeah, so he didn't draw any cards. So if he knew he wouldn't be able to push, that makes the last turn even more questionable. And next turn we're actually going to have our team sports that will make us stronger again. Oh, not stronger, but not being weaker, thanks to Nostradamus. Oh, that's... yeah. So there's Republic and Conmon, which kind of is good for us. If he wants to deny both, maybe I'm fine with that. I mean, I have to go for the team sports here. Actually, maybe even building an extra lab. Get more science. And a... I select breeding, maybe. Could go with that next turn. And then maybe grab Conmon next turn. I like the 3rd lab. We have the population at the moment freed up by that team sports. And with the cards in the deck here, ooh, that's nice. Mobile artillery, there's still both cannons. So we're guaranteed to get that. Even a Cold War could be very nicely timed. He has a lot of technologies in hand and not that much science production. It would be good for him to get the breakthrough, but I didn't want to take that one because then Republic would be gone. I guess maybe we could have said, okay, it's very hard going for the Republic. So maybe we could have said instead of the selective, but the selective's also not bad. And instead of that, I could have grabbed the breakthrough. Yeah, but I think both are fine. Fine options. Takes too much to the hand, more than it can make, yeah. Too many technologies in hand can also... I mean, at some point your hand is just full. Like the cartography, I don't think you ever go for cartography, so don't grab that. Even if you leave a civil action open and don't use it, sometimes that's better than grabbing useless cards. I mean, sure, maybe he doesn't need knights, but strategies are very expensive already. And you don't want to be held up by these H1 blue ticks in your hand. Okay, goes for Republic. Would he also deny Conmon? No. See, his hand is full. Imagine he didn't grab cartography. And again, loading all of those cards up here. Rams, he's actually weaker. So he draws new cards. Maybe that's even okay for him. Yeah, so Conmon. And then... I could go for Conmon next turn. Getting selected breeding out is also very strong. Something like this. Yeah, Cold War is a must-win now, but there's still a lot of time for the Cold War to come out. At that point we should be able to get our cannons out for mobile artillery. I think this is fine. Getting out the selected breeding upgrades is very good for our population. We can make our population happy by just building team sports. And again, his hand is full and he doesn't have too much science. I guess he could go for journalism, but he can't build one. So what is he gonna go for? Maybe Wonder could help him here, but the problem is he's only on 4 rock production, so something like the Eiffel Tower is very expensive. I guess with the Engineering Genius he can finish that next turn, so maybe he should do that. Just to get some hand space. But even that, I mean, doesn't help him this turn. I don't know if he wants the Rifleman. Even more technologies into his hand. Okay, placed a territory. Crusades, he's the strongest and the weakest. Thank you, Nostradamus. Let's see if he's gonna go for cartography. I have actually 2 colonization cards in hand. I could push next turn, try to win the strategic. You must send away both. Could be worth it, actually. Also, then we know what the next card is. It's going to be immigration. We win the immigration at the moment. He's going to go for cartography and rifleman. Still, too many cards in his hand. Why did he grab the journalism last turn? There we go for this. Orion, thank you very much for the follow. You enjoy your stay in our awesome civilization. Where we're trying to win colonies. Yeah, I think I can do this. I mean, how much is he gonna send? 2 warriors is 4, 5, 6, 7. Could go up to 9 if he has a card. You know what? Let's try to win it. 10 plus. Okay, that's good that we bid the max. That we went up to 9. 3 warriors. That's expensive. So what are we gonna do now? Next turn I would really like to get out the Conmon, but that doesn't seem so easy. I guess I could just grab the revolutionary idea. Upgrade this as well. So this way, revolution next turn, maybe even first build team sports, then play revolutionary, and then get the Conmon for 7 science. Oh, I have to get rid of one of these cards now. That hurts a little bit for the next colony, because there's obviously gonna be a vast territory. I would take corruption to deny breakthrough. I mean, we could have done that, yeah. I mean, it's expensive because we would waste some of our civil actions. We are still in a position where our civil actions are worth quite a lot for us because we have so few of them. I could have considered that, sure. Would have given us a lot of science. It's not only denying. Okay, he just goes for a Republic Revolution, yeah. Oh, so we still get it. So maybe it could have been worth it. But it's okay that we didn't. Cook is in the game? No, no Cook. Bach is there. Is there still operas? Yeah, 1. And Maria Theresa, she would be really good for us as well. We could go for refugees or prosperity. Let's go for prosperity first. Win this immigration. Get a lot of pop. Get the Conmon, get the cannon, get the breakthrough. Build another knight. Maybe pop once. Instead of popping, I could consider the reserves and building another knight, but I think just popping is fine. We are strong. Gonna lose Nostradamus before our next turn, but there's gonna be Bach or Maria Theresa as an option. So now he has a lot of civil actions, but still no good science production. He could go for Suez, he could grab that and finish it this turn. Could get more science from there if he has a colony. He didn't draw that many cards because he's had two military actions this whole time. So it's not that likely that he has like a super good colony, like developed, autonomous, inhabited. Those would be the best. Best probably being autonomous, as always. And second best for him, probably developed territory. Alright, he got call to arms and he did win the strategic. I guess you're right, he did draw quite a lot of cards. He couldn't hold that many, but he did draw a lot. Because of strategic and call to arms. Yeah, you're right. Forgot about those. Didn't have them in mind. Okay, he finishes it and he gets autonomous. Okay, yeah, so at least now we know why. Because he did draw a lot of cards. So I would love to get Maria. I guess Maria isn't even that good because our population is almost done. Don't want to push here. I guess Bach Opera works really well as well. Go for cannon here. Like this, a King of Opera next turn. And just pop once. And grab the scientific, because we have the hand space. So I could do a little bit less and don't build the extra cannon. But making him afraid and being sure that we win both of these is worth a lot. I mean, we don't draw that many cards now, but I think it's worth it to make the big strength push, make him afraid. Yeah. I think that should be worth it. And we could draw a Revolver Culture immediately. Okay. And he has a lot of civil actions now, 10 to 6. His promise if he grabs too many cards and ends the game too quickly, he is behind in culture by quite a bit, and he doesn't have the signs to suddenly get more culture super quickly. At least I don't really see it. I mean, at the moment he has problems getting out of his happy face issue. So maybe he's even going to be desperate to try to push out the vast territory. Yeah, so many CA. I mean, he could get even more. Is there... sadly there's no Mandela, so we're not gonna see like the insane amount. What's the max again? 15 or 16? He has the wonder spam. Yeah, but he already has 3 wonders. I guess with this many civil actions he can grab more. What wonders are there? Manhattan Project doesn't really give a lot of culture. Internet also is hard for him to get a good internet and build it, so there's UN and fast food. And his military is very underwhelming at this point. Maria Theresa can help with that. First, he probably this turn has to destroy something to get out of the happy face issue. And then theoretically, we could even go for the War of Culture next turn. Could be a little bit risky. He destroys Aurora. It builds religions. I mean, he only has 12 rocks next turn. So is there any danger? I guess I could just push, try to get the Cold War. Or I could go for war, a hot war, so to speak. Would not be that easy for him to defend. I guess I could also just wait. Maybe it's better to hope to get the Cold War. If we get that, we get the Civil Service. Maybe I can just build a couple of operas. So let's try to go for refugees. And we get the Cold War, nice. So now we could think about the Civil Service. Actually, I think opera could be more promising. Seven culture collection. Vision upgrade for the next upgrade. Deny the endowment, or I'd go for engineering. So just make an opera spam. I mean, we have Bach, we have Acropolis. Let's spam some operas. Yeah, Warner could have also been very good. Yeah, I was uncertain what to do, but I decided against it. And it turned out great. I think with us opening the Cold War, this maybe was worth it. Even though we didn't actually need the signs this turn. Colonization cards are great. Wonders is good that we have it, so he can't push it. Yes, Pierre. Ah, Bach is better than Pierre. Maybe we can grab Pierre next turn. I guess I would send the cannon and one Aurora. Okay. I mean, it's only 2 Auroras for him. He can't spend more. But at least he has to spend both of them. Next up is international agreement. I could even think about pushing the historic now that we have 3 cards and we know that he doesn't really have much else, probably. Sadly, I haven't drawn a good impact yet, and I don't want to play Iconoclasm. Hey Weinbaum! Nice to see you again. You just watched the video that I published today. Oh, yeah, wasn't... I mean, no spoilers, but wasn't too successful. Hope your games in the World Championship are going a little bit better. If you guys haven't, definitely check out Weinbaum's YouTube channel, where he puts his World Championship. Do you still put your World Championship or just the International? I think it's so many tournaments at the moment. Yeah, let's push the Historic. I could once again try to go for the War. I'd rather go for Culture here. I'm never certain if I want to, but I think in this case I want to accept that. Grab all of these nice cards. Okay, that's nice. Get Pierre. Patriotism still allows us to go for war if we want to. But we're up to 15 culture production against 5, and we have a culture lead, so looking good at the moment. Yeah, let's keep the dream open. I'm never gonna go for Input of Wonders. We also cover the World Championship, great. Struggling a bit, but hopefully we'll make it to the next round. Yeah, I mean, I said no spoilers already. So if you don't want to hear any spoilers about the World Championship from my group, don't listen, but yeah, mine is basically over for me. Sadly, I will not make it to the next round, but that's okay. I mean, I did have to make a lot of the turns while I was on holiday in Korea, and that's just an excuse probably. Hey Fingers, nice to see ya. It has been a while, guys. It has been a while. Yeah, once again, I think I would like to bid this. Oh, if he wants. Oh, yes. Oh, I am thinking too much about this. He has no units. Being in a group with Wozniak. Yeah, I didn't even know Wozniak was so good. But he played super well in all of his games. I don't think I faced off against him before. I think. He's given up, which is, I guess, understandable. It's not looking that good for him. By the way, Weinbaum, do you know anything about Pulse? Is Pulse broken still? I read something on the Discord and I tried to find a match, but nothing. And I looked at the recent matches and nothing there as well. So my understanding is Pulse doesn't work. But yeah, this match, are you not up to date with Pulse? Anybody else up to date with Pulse? Okay, so he will continue playing, grabs Air Force, Urban Growth, Journalism. Can play a lot of Super Blitz recently. Yeah, same for me. So we get to upgrade another one here. Is Pierre gonna be more for us? Probably not. 21 to 19. It is actually a little bit more. So let's get those Pierre puntos. Actually, that doesn't make much sense, but I mean, if there's more science, which there isn't, okay. What can we do instead? Not that much. And then this doesn't seem too bad. Neither democracy from him, I guess. Could also grab an engineering genius, but I think, yeah, this should be fine. Variety, also not playable. Nothing is really playable. At least you have the culture engine. That is gonna carry us to the win, hopefully. Happiness also looking good. And then prosperity. Imagine if there was Red Cross. Where's the Red Cross when you need it? But for him, yeah, it's like impossible for him to see an out, or for me to see an out for him at the moment. Or at this point, he's not gonna go for war. He can't even go for movies this time. He can build another journalism. That's just rough. Yeah, H3 was really quick. He had so many civil actions. We even got the extra card from the international. We drew 3 more cards. So we didn't have a lot of turns in H3. Refugees and historic. Historic could be interesting. We have a lot of colonization cards, could maybe send an army for that even. And we have 2 more turns. Next turn we don't have enough for the fast food, but in the following turn we do, so I don't know what else we will be doing. Not much. If there's any yellow cards, there's reserves and revolutionary idea left. You can maybe grab those. Can't use the endowment, of course. Not sure what he's considering here, if he can find something, but he did play politics already, right? Yeah, he played politics, so no chance for war. Can get the 5 arena. Oh, with revolutionary, sure. Revolutionary idea for democracy, and then going for an extra team spot. I mean, look at this. 4 is so asymmetrical, so we definitely need another one. I don't think we can afford. Actually, yeah, we would need revolutionary and reserves, maybe. Hey Orion, you watch all the video from me and Weinbaum. Awesome. We are both from Germany, so Germany providing you with all the great TTA content. Well, not all of that. Segoy is Canadian and Splinter is American after all. But yeah, Weinbaum and me, both from Germany. The home of board gaming, I suppose. If you want to call it, I don't know. I guess the home of the ages is Czechia. Danny is also from Germany, yeah. I think Germany is like the 2nd biggest amount of players and viewers. At least my YouTube and Twitch stats definitely like USA first because they are just very big, and then 2nd is Germany. But from a content providing, we are doing more, which is interesting. Like usually Americans are very good at providing content. I mean, they kind of started all of that. Okay, Gandhi, yeah, sure. So we get our Nobel Prize, not Nobel Prize, we get our Olympic Games. Politics, sure. Historic. 21. for the historic territory. You get it pretty cheap. Okay, so we can get revolutionary for the democracy next turn. And then I could also get reserves. Or I can just get engineering genius, right? And then build 3 stages to get out of corruption or only food corruption. And then next turn I have enough rocks to build 1 more team sports and finish the wonder. Plague Endowment, because why not? Actually, I can even build. Wait. Because why not? Daniel's in your World Championship group, so we have a YouTube battle. Oh. Is he putting any videos on YouTube at the moment? It's been a while since I saw that. Oh no, some time ago I saw him post again. But I think it has been a while. Architecture's looking good. Refugees. I did analyze some games from the previous stage. Ah, awesome, cool. That's cool. And if I'm honest, I'm also looking forward to the part where I'm out of the tournament, out of the World Championship, and can just cover the best of the games that I can find, like I did last season, or last World Championship. And I'm no longer restricted to just my games, where it's also kind of like, yeah, I know the result already, but I don't really remember what I thought, and yeah, I think I like it more when I can just watch and analyze other games. I'm gonna start searching in Pulse, because no one can tell me if Pulse is dead or not. Or not dead, but has some technical issues. It did say something like that in the Discord, so I'm just gonna start searching at the moment. Oh, he's getting strong here. And pro sports. So there's probably a bit of strength, but I still want to push that architecture. Government is very good from 25 to 16. Need the democracy. Build the 5 bread and circus, or 5 team sports. I think I had 5 bread and circuses. I think I had 5 pro sports, but did I ever have 5 team sports? Not so sure. So I got them all with Pierre. 25 from fast food. Actually, before that, we can even build another religion, and then finish this for 26, and get the endowment for good fun. Maybe we can open a channel, something where players can recommend exciting games which are worth covering without spoiling the result. Yeah, that is a very good idea. I should have done that last season as well. I have to see how I can do that in Discord. But yeah, very good idea. Hey Lemmings, nice to see you. It's been a while from my end, so I hope you're doing good. Watching from the plane, awesome. But yeah, put your devices in flight mode soon, or the stewardesses will be very mad with you. So we got this. Yeah, it was foreseeable at some point that we would be taking this game, but indeed we did. We had fun doing it. We had 5 team sports, so that's great. Watched my video today. Yeah, looks like everybody watched my video today. I hope you guys enjoyed it, even though the result was not the best. Yeah, it was just a lobby match. Do you know if Pulse is dead? It seems like Pulse is still dead. So we'll try to find another match in the lobby. Nothing is open at the moment, I think. So we'll just open one. Oh, going to Barcelona. Nice. I have never been to Barcelona, but Spain is nice in general. So we'll stop searching here. Look in the lobby. Yeah, Korea was very awesome. Korea is a great country to visit. Had a ton of fun. I had a lot of help from Ben. Ben is a super nice guy. I even met him in Seoul. And he even gave me a welcoming present. It was really, really awesome. And yeah, whenever I had a question about something, Ben was there to help me. And yeah, Korea is awesome. It's got so many different aspects of it. Yes, yeah, TTA players in real life. Sadly, we didn't have too much time together, me and Ben, but it's always awesome when you know people just from online, and then you can say, yeah, I know someone in Korea. He was there. He helped me a little bit. It's very cool. So yeah, searching now. I don't know if anybody else has an open room. No. Yeah. So I'm still not sure about pulls. Still not certain. Because it could also just take longer at the moment because low activity. But I mean, I can show you guys. What makes me wondering if it's not working, besides from the post in the Discord, is that the last 24 hours no results were found for top matches. Doesn't seem... I mean, we can look at the place when the last match was. On the 4th... our last match? No. 25th. On the 25th. So he should also have decay, but he doesn't have any decay. Meaning there is something wrong going on at the moment. No peace. Last match. Last Thursday. Don't know what date that was, but yeah, looks like Pulse is not working at the moment. Not properly. Properly. Yeah, it would also be cool if we, at some point, I mean, I thought about it before, but I don't know if it's realistic nowadays, but make a meetup at some cool event, like the Spiel in Essen or something, where I think some people did meet up there already from the TTA community. Okay, so we got an opponent, TK421. Let's start the game. You guys have to see it, of course. Lobby games are fine as well, yeah, especially now. I did notice last game that I haven't played Super Blitz in a while. It's different from tournament games. Moses Richland. Ah, sure, Moses, good. So what we got? Columbus, Suez, no Cook, Bach, Darwin, Marlene Hollywood, Red Cross. Not Colossus? I don't really like Colossus, to be honest. I'm not a Colossus fan. We get, I mean, Pyramids instead seems like a good deal to me. He's playing incredibly fast. Continue like this, we're gonna have finished this match in 20 minutes. But looks like he's slowing down a little bit. There's Columbus. We could go for an early Columbus developed. Ability. Okay, leaves the Engineering Genius on 2. I could still grab it. Pestilence seems good because we have Moses. Planning gives us trade routes. Can actually give us permits this turn. I can finish the game before your flight takes off. It's 11 minutes. It's gonna be hard, but I will try. So no thinking. Yeah, increase pop, sure. Yeah, I get the Knights. Have the option for Columbus. There is the Suez after all, so it does have some good value. Looks like TK could be someone to beat Lemming's speedrun record. Oh, is Lemming still the one holding that? We need like an official board. What was it again? Like Weidenbaum started the speed run, and he just made it 3-player for some reason. And then I think that's it, right? It's just for 3-player. Or are there different ones? Is there not official, like an official ranking for different player counts for different rules? Your record is 7 minutes 26 seconds. Wow. I just wanted to say like you should do a speed run against another player, but then it's basically just click end and don't do anything the entire game. So that's probably not a good idea. But against the AI, 7 minutes 26 seconds. And people say Through the Ages is a long game. I think there have been only 3 players game speedruns so far. Okay. You have to win, can't just end the turn. Yeah, but if you play against another player and he does the same, right? And at the end you kind of get a draw probably, but nothing happens. So you both win in a way. What did he take? Could we maybe play the historic and then go for Columbus with the developed? The religion, go for Columbus, pop pop. Yeah, theocracy. Like, was it Andre? Andre, hard name. Strabelia, however your name is pronounced. Now I'm gonna go theocracy because I like it with the pyramids. It's still, yeah, we're gonna see how it turns out. We tried to play a few times versus the AI. Got something like 6 minutes, 10 seconds. Couldn't get it below 6 minutes. Below 6 minutes would be... yeah. Would be something. Okay, science from him. 12 science in his bank. He hasn't developed anything yet, and he's got the Stonehenge. So even more science coming his way. Yeah, I don't really like his setup at the moment too much, if I'm honest. For some reason he went for early warrior. Has to spend 2 for the knights. 17 science in the bank. Where's the Dark Ages when you need it? Yeah, Stonehenge but no tech developed is not really the way you want to go with it. So if we want to get stronger, I could. I think that might be worth it. And I have something to play next turn anyway. Grab all of these cards. Could even think about an extra farm. I guess there is Pestilence, so maybe not. Just grab the Masonry. What does it have to make of half? Maybe just waste the last civil action. I don't know what I would be going for with that. India spam the irons next turn. Yeah, I don't want a full hand, so let's just do this. Yeah, iron would have been... blocking us from iron is not worth it to just grab anything, like a masonry. So this feels like a really good follow-up to our last game. In the last game we talked about why I didn't go for theocracy, talked about not spending all of your civil actions and that gives you a full hand, like opponent did last game. So here I could show you an example of where not to use your last civil action. So yeah, seems like a very good follow-up game to the last one. Always feels great to upgrade 3 iron in the same turn. Yeah. Going from 3 to 6 production feels very, very good. Yeah, coal is not as rewarding as iron. Like, it's hard to... Like, if you can do one each turn, okay, but sometimes even that doesn't work. Often you can't afford 3 turns in a row where you invest only in rock production. I guess if you have efficient upgrades or something, but often it's just like... Yeah, okay, I got the 1 coal. And then it's looking weird. You have 1 coal, 2 bronze. Yeah. Okay, do I push the rebellion? I mean, I'm not gonna get stronger this turn anyway. Let's do it. Call to arms. Oh no, the dream! The dream of the triple iron. No push. Too late. Too late. So only 1 iron. The dream is dead. The dream is dead. Long live the dream. Okay, we could win the historic. Historic doesn't seem that hard to win with our 4 colonization cards. That sound isn't crispy enough. Yeah, just the 1. Next turn we still get 2, so we still get the double upgrade sound, but not the triple. Okay, he really wants to be strong. I mean, he did achieve that. Can maybe cheat a little bit. What is back? Controlled set. I've never used hotkeys for 2D for ages. So we kind of got a USB 3. I mean, that's cheating, I know. So what we can do here, though, is get a little bit stronger. We're still weaker, so maybe it's not worth it to do it this turn. Because of the pestilence. So we just this and grab the swordsman, I guess. Fast territory 2, okay. There's pestilence here to destroy something we don't, so that's very nice. Now we need a second Columbus. Yeah, I mean, we kinda have that. The Suez is a little bit like a second Columbus, right? Okay, yeah, put it here. Now we get stronger. Ocean liner's there, yeah. Maybe just grab that one. It's such an early ocean liner. I was thinking like Gation or something, but nah. Just the ocean liner this turn. Finish next turn. So one thing we could talk about is building 1 stage or grabbing the breakthrough. Honestly, science is what I need, so take breakthrough. There's the Suez, okay, okay. Can we get both? And that's kind of what you want, right? The Suez Canal and then a boat that can go through the canal. Or get the boat first and then you have a boat. But what are you gonna do with the boat when you have so much land? I tell you, you go for a Suez Canal. And your boat can go through the canal. Is that even possible for us? Yeah, maybe. Just finish this next turn. Hope he doesn't take... Yeah. Okay, I think with him taking Newton, yeah, there's no chance we get the canal. You're convinced by the boat talk? Nice. I was wondering if I caught anybody with that talk, or if no one was like convinced. So sadly no canal. Just the boat. So we get stronger again. I mean, he's kind of like, you know, playing around being the weakest. Oh, we got one more selection. Pierre in? Oh, too late. Pierre is in. Yeah, maybe team sports again. I mean, we did that last game, but yeah, we need happy face it at some point. And there is Bach. We could just go for Bach and operas again. And then there's Marlene. Ah, the operas. So yeah, still two operas. So maybe that's where we're gonna go. It would feel very restricting not having 5 arenas. And anybody can get 3 or 4. So why downgrade? Like, you should always try to go up, never down. So if you could go for 6, that would be awesome, but because we can't, today it feels like, yeah, are we really gonna do the same thing again but worse than last time? Okay, he's gonna, I mean, he didn't do that last turn. He really doesn't want to be the weakest, he even shows the classic army. Breakthrough is great. Bach is great. Can't get stronger here anyway. Yeah, we're going for the boring Bach Marlene thing. It's just too good. Third lab. So what are we always gonna... I think this works out nicely. And then Bach should be played. Guess we can just stay weaker. We can defend at least. Maybe just do this, get a little bit more science production. We are weaker anyway. But more science is quite good. 2 breakthroughs. We could even go for something like strategy, justice system. All the good stuff. Yeah, I think I like the extra lab. It's a good idea. He thinks he can try to beat us with infiltrate. He wants to kill our Bach, but we say not today. And actually that's 2 military actions for him is a lot. He doesn't have that many. One issue we have is next population is not going to be happy. So I guess we can build a swordsman or something. Like, we definitely need strength now. Yeah, I probably should have just built a knight last turn to make defending a little bit easier. Now, I mean, efficient upgrades are great. Revolution idea is great. Upgrading these 2 guys. Hey Cameron, sailing no pulls. It doesn't seem to be working at the moment. Sadly. Come on, 1 efficient, 1 wave. Seems a good deal. 50-50. Yeah, there's an opera, there's an opera. There's even architecture. We don't have that many civil actions, so maybe just go for the opera. What is the speed? The speed is maximum speed, super blitz. As we always play. I don't think I would join anything else besides super blitz, to be honest. Not while streaming. 40 is enough to defend. Could have upgraded one less. Sure, could have done that. Alright, they changed the reserve thing. True, yeah. Which can be problematic if there's a long H4. Should I upgrade this? In your country, you call it 4 blitz, because it has 4 blitzes on it, yeah. Blitz 4, Blitz 4, yeah. Maybe just this, maybe next time get just systems, something like that. I mean, I could also just build one, if we're honest. Maybe just do this for now. Could copy the tactic, that would make me stronger. I have to do that at some point anyway, so let's just get it out of the way. We need a 5 blitz for lemmings. I mean, when I'm not streaming, I think I would even appreciate 5 blitz. But when streaming, that wouldn't be a great idea. I mean, how much would you even give? Like less reserve time? Like reserve time just being there as a... like 1 minute of reserve, so it's not actually... you should use... or keep it at 5 minutes and make it like 30 to 60 seconds. Oh, your flight is about to take off? Well, then have a good flight, Lemmings, and see you when you landed. I don't know how long you're in Britain, right? From Britain to Barcelona? I'm probably not gonna be streaming when you land, but have a good flight. Call live blitz 3 blitz, and then you call the other ones 2 and 1. But I don't know if anybody really... I mean, 1 blitz, I've seen that before, but not that often. 2 hour flight, yeah, have a great one, and see you next time. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, so we have actually food problems here. Once again, I could just... oh no, I can't build this. I could just say, who cares about food? Could go for strategy. Strategy would be very strong for him, even though he gets con 1 next turn. Could go for justice. He's a little bit wasted at the moment. HS Wiz is TTA broken for YouTube. Probably I tried to find someone, but I didn't. And I read in the Discord that there was a problem, so I assumed it was broken. I didn't search for too long, because I also didn't know what would happen if I found someone. But at the moment I tried to search but didn't find anyone, and then I just searched in the lobby. Let's go for this strategy. And anything else? I guess I could go for the strategy. There are other options though. Could still go for a little bit of science. Actually, I think I like that. Yeah, famine, who cares about famine? If I would have found someone, I would get a nice, beautiful arrow. I will maybe have to try that. I personally am a big fan of arrows. No, but yeah, I read that on the Discord and I was afraid it wouldn't work. So hopefully that will get fixed. I think the problem lies on CGEs, and if I understood that correctly in the Discord. Oh, he's getting strong. Goes with it. Maybe that was... yeah, maybe I should have taken away the strategy. By the way, we've not had like politics played in ages. Could go for a bit of colonies. Out balance. His culture is very low. I guess maybe let's try to go for colonies. And he has 5 automatically, so if he wants a bit more, 5 is a good number for us. Okay, he doesn't want it at all. The phrase not an ages has a new meaning. Ah, true. Hasn't happened since age 2, yeah. So I could even go for wave. I guess one scientific method is enough for us. Because this way we actually get even stronger than him. Get a revolutionary idea. Get reserves. Still with the corruption, maybe next time we can fix that. But for now, we don't need culture. Culture is not such a big deal at the moment. There's Marlena. Marlena is great for us, gives us happy faces, and I guess makes it possible for us to go for another classic army. Democracy is also there. And the thing is, we have to ask us, how can we lose? And the answer is not by not producing too much culture, or not enough culture. We lose if we can't defend against a war. I don't see a third classic army in the future. It's hard to imagine, but with Marlene at least it's theoretically, I mean, I know it's theoretically possible without, but yeah, I just wanted to talk up Marlene a little bit. That she could have used. We could destroy a swordsman with her and use the swordsman somewhere else. But yeah, maybe that part of her won't be that great. Maybe go to demo just to end the game quicker, to have more civil actions, yeah. Didn't see the Ocean Line. Yeah, Ocean Line has a big part in allowing us to maybe go for another classic army. Gotta get back to zero culture via famines. And that's not that easy, but even if we go down to -6 food, we still have great culture production. Okay, he's just... Oh, he's even denying Marlene. This guy... This guy wants a war. Maybe I play one reserves here just to not have the famine. And then actually, without Marlene, it's so hard to go for another army. Could go for democracy. It is a problem with the happy faces, though. Kind of need the happy face from the theocracy. And since he's been playing around this event a little bit, maybe just build a swordsman. Can always destroy things later on. He could try to go for war, go for strategy. Actually, war here would be hard to beat. So maybe I shouldn't build the warrior or the swordsman. Because with it, swordsman... Like this, I have enough rocks next turn to go for 2 air forces, so I think that's important. And now you agree. Now it's a little bit late. Yeah, if there are the air forces. Of course, the being stronger has an upside immediately. I mean, we're reaching territories where even losing a war isn't that big of a deal. Because we are 70 to 14 culture. So we'll see. We'll see if he tries to go for war now. He hasn't pushed yet. So maybe that's because he wants to go for war now. And he can not go for Air Force because there are no Air Force, but he has enough to declare war, go for strategy with the Revolutionary, and then easily build a cannon and a knight, but that's not really that much. So could he... But he doesn't have enough military actions to go for 4 tactics, even with Marlene. So maybe there's not going to be a war. Maybe there's going to be a war and he has to hope that there's no air forces. And if he doesn't take any cards, the chances for air forces aren't that high. I can go for 2 air forces if they come out. I can grab, I can... Yeah, true, I can grab, I can develop, play reserves, build one, increase population, build another one. I will have an uprising then, I think. Which, yeah, is still worth it then. So let's see. He's thinking a lot about this. He hasn't played politics still. It's hard to imagine that he doesn't have the option to push. Maybe he's still trying to build up a war. He could also still have an H2 war. The input of a war over territory. Yeah, maybe. He still has time to go for a big culture war afterwards. Still 21 cards. So that reserve time we talked about is going down a little bit. And remember, now it is combined for H3 and 4. So don't want to be wasting those. As far as the wonders go, we have no more Hollywood. We have Empire State, Red Cross, and Internet. So Red Cross is not possible for me. For him, I mean, it could be an option. Like, we don't have the food to help build it. Yes, we could maybe steal one. It's also hard for him. He has no reserves, nothing. Else, internet is, yeah. Ooh, he does go for the war culture, okay. And movies. Builds 1 cannon, 44 strength. And he takes a couple of cards, so now we have to hope for Air Force, and they are here. And this is even enough. Is it even worth it to go for the second one when we have an uprising then? Probably. Maybe worth it. Actually, we can only steal 15, so then it's not worth it. I think. Like this, we already steal 7. So there's only like 8 more. So it's better to have the... Except the normal thing. Yeah. This actually means we can go for democracy next turn with the revolutionary. Uprising, I will save a food. True, that is very relevant. Actually, that with the reserves, I think we're still fine, but it is true. Food is very could be worth 4 extra culture for us at the end. Combine Grandma, combine Uprising with Famine for the ultimate production. Yeah, using the Uprising to avoid famine is always like next level. I think I'd rather have the democracy. I guess I still want to increase population. Yeah, I think this is. You know what? The other one is probably more fun. Let's do the other one. Also gives us a lot more strength for a follow-up. So keeping our 2 food, not producing 15. I mean, not producing 6 rocks. Questionable. Questionable decision. But I got talked into it. So it's not really my fault. So he's going down to 0 culture. That's gotta feel rough. $85 to 0 culture. Let's see if he will resign now. I don't think after this there's really coming back. It's probably not the strongest here, but all roads win and this is more fun. Yeah. That's that is always like if you question yourself, just ask yourself what is the most fun. He's scoring the GG, so I'm guessing he's gonna resign now. Yeah, after a try a war, like this was his Hail Mary war, probably his last chance to maybe win, but no such surprise for him, because we got to win the war and the game. So final standings actually, I mean that's gotta feel rough. I mean he could have continued and it would have changed, but 0 culture at the end is rough.